Okay. Hello and welcome to VRL driver draw for the GP2 season in VRL. We'll be getting underway in a second. I'm just going to make sure that all the people that want to be watching the stream to see what obviously drive they're going to get, at least they're going to be here for it. So I'm going to give them a few minutes and then we'll get underway. Any thoughts, Joe? Or is he gone?
Well, basically, what we're going to be doing, Louis LDM is going to be drawing the cars for each driver. They are in a pot with the car in the pot on pieces of paper. Same thing with me. I will be drafting the drivers. We'll be drafting the team first. Lou will be drafting the team. Then we'll be drafting the number one driver first for the team. And then after that, straight away, we'll be doing the number two driver for the team. Then Louis will draft another team, and so on and so forth.
Just got a.
But
Lewis Hamilton's watching, by the way.
good. Any thoughts on the
Hello
drivers
to you.
in GP2? Any thoughts on the drivers in GP2?
I mean, I've seen Lewis Hamilton briefly race. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's a lot closer than what GP1 is turning into right now. I feel like it's a man like Grammar runaway. I feel like this is a fresh start, and we're gonna see closer battles.
Couple of former GP1 drivers that cannot make the times now.
Yeah. It'd be good to see them back in action.
We can see them back in action. Them being Clark Ashton and Lewis Hamilton.
Huberto Mancini, he's featured in a couple of GP1s.
Couple of the big names that we've got in the draw tonight is definitely Huberto Mancini.
And obviously
definitely got to put him in the mix.
Our main streamer.
This is a very short season, seeing as we're running from Germany to Abu Dhabi. So this is a very, very short season. You know, it'll be very very interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. Obviously, being such a short season, there's not going to be much margin for error. No one's really going to be out of the championship fight. So there's lots of points to be won. There's lots of points to be lost. You know, any other thoughts?
Just bringing it onto the actual track, Germany. I love that circuit so much. The first sector is literally my favourite sector on the entire game. Just the way it flows. I love how fast the first corner is, especially. Literally, you barely even have to lift. It's genuinely incredible. If
any specific races you're looking forward to that maybe some dark horses.
I'm looking forward to Spa, especially if there's a bit of weather involved.
Spa will be a very good track. I know Huberto is very good on his tyres. So it maybe, and he's very good in the rain. So that some of these races being as often. There's a few that do spice up a bit of changeable conditions, like Malaysia, Japan,
absolutely.
Mexico, strangely enough, Brazil. Anything can happen. There's no setting stone in who's going to win the championship straight away. People could crash out. Safety cars are a big factor in this game. Virtual safety cars, penalties. But
the fact that pit assist's off.
No pit assist. Obviously, some drivers running assists, some drivers not.
But that'll be the one assist that will be turned off. Purely because
it's a big advantage to have them off. If you're experienced with them off, and you can drive with them off. There's going to be people with assists on that are going to be up there. But obviously there is no problem with having assists on, but it does prove to be a massive advantage, especially with stuff like medium traction, manual gears, that sort of thing. It can really boost your potential and your race pace, your quali pace up. So, you know, we're going into a very exciting but very short season.
To be fair, it's not even that short. I mean, there's still a fair few races
Mm.
left. This is
Yeah, I
round
mean, we're
11,
about
I
halfway
think.
through the
Is it? Is
GP.
it? Yeah,
That does include Germany, Belgium, Italy,
and that'll
Singapore,
be that'll be the rest
Malaysia,
of the
Japan,
European races.
United States, Mexico, Brazil, and finally the finale, Abu Dhabi, which I think will be one of the best races of the lot because Abu Dhabi always seems to spice up very good races on league racing. On the F1 games, there's always been a good track for drivers to race on. A bit like Spa, a bit like Germany. There's always been battles on that circuit in different leagues.
Vero Richards watching the stream. Hello to you. First race is Germany. Yeah, absolutely. I was literally just about to ask if you were watching the stream. Actually, I do have a dark horse in mind.
Mm.
Let me just find his gamer tag. Moped. Uh,
Moped, yeah, the only currently the only Russian driver in VRL. Very proud of him.
nice
He
pace.
could really push up the order compared maybe like a dark horse, you know.
I've just seen
We haven't
Hugh's
seen much of him.
comment. Joe, your attempt at
What is it?
professionalism isn't going well. Hang on. Uh, I can't see the rest of the comment. Either way, respect to you, Hugh.
I mean,
Ha-
maybe after this we could have some driver interviews and their thoughts on the draw. Up to you, I don't
yeah,
mind.
perhaps. How many people are watching? Those that are watching the stream. How many people that are in GP2 are watching is what I'm.
Any specific cars you would like? Any teammates?
Yeah, post predictions. I mean, nobody really knows how this is going to go, but put in maybe what your preferred car would be, and if we pick it
Maybe your
out, then
preferred teammate if you know any.
yeah,
Hopefully you get the car you want.
and the teammate you want if you know anyone from
Yeah,
VRL.
indeed. So we've got a few more minutes and then we'll be
Oh,
starting the stream.
VRL.
Really?
Richards has messaged them all, so they should
Yeah,
all be
right, that's good,
arriving
Craig.
soon. That's cool.
I mean, obviously, soon we've got our Project Cars League starting. If you any drivers watching do want to obviously race in that,
There's 7 people.
we
Yeah, wicked. 7 people
yeah,
watching
great,
right now.
good, Craig. We'll be running 8 GT3 cars and 8 LMP1 cars. You know, just message us, H the slurp. Just if you would like to take part in that, or if you're even interested in joining GP2. You know, there's still 6 spaces available. We've got 6 race seats available for the rest of the season.
Vero Richards has just put in. He wants either the Red Bull, McLaren, Renault, or the Manor.
They
Okay,
are
so
very, very good choices.
eh,
All 4 of them.
I do like the look
I
of the
mean,
McLaren this year. I mean, I raced in it in GP1, and it's honestly one of the best one. Anyone else?
100%.
Literally, put all your comments in. What you think you're gonna get, or what you prefer. And also, Craig, could you message me in the chat when everyone's ready?
I'm going to read out every driver we have in GP2.
Hugh wants the brawn.
Every.
Legend.
Unfortunately,
Brawn
Hugh,
G.
that's not available. And
Go back to
take the Sauber.
2009. Go back to 2009, please.
Go back to 2009. Go back 8 years. Go back 8 years. The 14 current drivers that we will be racing in GP2, the forthcoming season, are Normsy 20, Vieira Richards, Huberto Mancini, as we've spoken about. Lewis Hamilton, Wriggling Wazza 16, Clara Aston, Harry Ham 677, TSI Beatbox, Moped, Gamer King 1106, Balloon Moon 9588, only driver from Holland currently. Kermit 567, Envious Medal 059, and Razin Instinct. They are the 14 drivers
Thank you for
in
that, Joe.
GP2.
So
It's
Vero Riches
half
has just said,
past.
not in the party with them, but just go. Lewis Hamilton's actually just messaged me saying he'd like to be in the Red Bull. He can't sign into Twitch, but that's the car he would like. So yeah, we're just gonna get underway now. I'm gonna select the first team, shake the pot around, and the first team to select select drivers for is the McLaren Honda.
So the first car is the McLaren. I'm going to pick the first name out of the hat, as you can hear. The first driver in the McLaren. You got this, Craig? Envious Medal 0859. That is Envious Medal 0859. That is the first driver in McLaren. Second driver. Give the hat a shake.
Give us your reactions as we do this.
And TSI Beatbox. TSI Beatbox. They are your two drivers in the McLaren Honda. Envious Medal and TSI Beatbox.
Craig called it apparently.
Right. Would you like to draw the second car?
Absolutely. Selecting now. Closing the pot. The next card to be drawn is the Force India.
Force India. Obviously, Matty Bolton and VRL Viper racing for Force India in GP1. Who's going to be the number one driver in GP2? Going to be Ray's Instinct. That is Ray's Instinct.
Nice voice break.
First driver for Force India. Shut up. And the second driver we have got is Balloon Moon 9588. They are the two drivers in the Force India.
Scott
Right, you ready?
Goldsby. Scott Goldsby is very happy about that. He's just said yes, that's me. Yeah, and the third.
What car are you in, Scott? Just say the gamer tag. Yep, go on.
Getting. So the third car is the Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Hashtag NBA vote JaVale McGee.
Kermit 567 in the Mercedes. And it is Claret Aston. Kermit 567 and Claret Aston. Right. Would you like to vote with the next car?
Absolutely. I'm just selecting the car now after shaking them up once again. The next car to be drawn for is the Haas.
The Haas.
Yeah. The new drive in 2016.
First name out of the hat is Harry Ham 677. Shake him up again. And the second driver is Lewis Hamilton.
Scott
So
Goldsby
it's
got the
Harry
Honda.
Ham 677. Envious Medal.
Yeah, envious medal.
Right. Lewis Hamilton and Harry Ham. That could be a team to watch out for.
So the Haas F1 team's got some firepower.
Mm-hmm.
Selecting the next team to be next in the running. Renault. It's the Renault.
Renault.
Yeah. The banana
Right.
car. The famous.
The first driver in the Renault. In the banana car, as they say. is
The
Mr.
infamous banana
Huberto
car.
Mancini.
Oh, have you saved it, Craig? Have you saved it,
So,
Craig?
giving them a shake. Big shake.
Give it a big shake. Come on, just pick the driver. We'll be here for hours at this rate.
6. Gamer King 1106. Right.
Lewis
Next
Hamilton.
next car.
Sorry. Lewis Hamilton has just said, "I love the Haas. Thanks." So yeah, no worries, mate. Glad to be of good service to you. The next car that I've literally just drawn. Oh my god.
The Manor.
Hugh Jones has gone.
Wow, Hugh.
I'm gonna slip my banana up the engine.
Alright, I wonder who we get in
Please
this
don't.
team. In the Manor. The first driver is Moped 50. Moped
Oh,
50.
okay. My dark horse for the championship.
And the next driver. Oh, this could be a very good team. VRL Richards in the Manor car
Oh,
along with Moped 50. One of the cars that he wanted.
how do you feel about that one, Craig?
How do you feel, lads?
How
So
many
far about
drivers
the
are there
draw?
left?
There are 2 drivers.
I
So
thought
you just
so.
need to pick the car.
Is going to be drum roll.
Oh.
It's the Red Bull.
Oh. Big car there. I bet these 2 drivers are going to be happy with that. Number 1 driver will be Normsy20. And obviously the second driver
Max
is
Verstappen.
Wriggling Wazza 16.
Fantastic. Richard goes, yes!
So
Absolutely
your drivers
fantastic.
are in the McLaren TSI Beatbox and in the Force India. Tell me if I'm wrong. Balloon Moon 9588 and Raisin Instinct. In the Red Bull, no, Manor, Vera Richards and Moped.
Yeah.
Huberto Mancini and Gamer King in the Renault. Normsy 20 and Wriggling Wazza in the Red Bull. Um, Lewis Hamilton and Harry Ham in the Haas. And it's Clara Aston and Kermit 567 in what car? Again? My bad.
Oh, goodness me. I've actually forgotten. If anyone could tell us in the chat.
Mercedes.
Oh,
Mercedes.
it's a Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Okay, there we go. So
Yeah.
that's your lineup for
Right.
GP2. Subject to change, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we get more drivers in, so we've got a full 20 grid.
Yep. We're gonna have a couple of interviews. If anyone wants an interview that's
Just
watching,
just
just
put it in the chat.
ask if you want an interview. Basically in the chat. We'll have a little discuss about the draw.
And your hopes for the season ahead.
Yep. Remember, races will be on a Monday at 7 p.m. That's when the stream starts. So
VRL
the lobby for the
Richards.
drivers.
Let's invite VRL.
So the 3 drivers we will be interviewing are Vera Richards
Oh, hang on. Can you take
in
your
his middle
box?
and Giuseppe Mancini. If you tick your box.
How happy are you about that?
Yes, I got a car I wanted. Thank God for that. And I got a decent teammate I know I've seen his pace from. Yes.
So Craig,
So,
obviously,
you go
sorry,
first, Joe.
sorry.
That's okay.
Obviously, we've just heard your thoughts on the car and the driver. How do you feel going obviously into these next section of tracks? Germany, Belgium, Italy. Usually good
Well,
tracks, Lou.
I'm not the team leader. Disappointing, but that'd be mopeds.
Yeah,
I want the 1-2 going into the first race.
yeah,
I would love a 1-2, but it'd be tough a couple of races. It's going to be very challenging, but I'm going to
yeah.
try my best. I will try my best.
What are your hopes for the season ahead?
Well, I want a top. Going During the rest of the season, I would like to aim for at least a top 4 in the drivers. I'll aim for
Top four.
top 5.
Okay, so what about the constructors? Do you wanna win that
I
one?
would, I would love to win it, but
What's your prediction?
I would like to get top 3 in the constructors because I've seen my driver's pace and it's quick. So,
Any
Yeah,
ideas
he's
who
running
gonna,
similar
who do you
pace to me,
think?
honest.
Any idea who you think's gonna win the championship?
I don't know till I see the pace tomorrow.
Yeah, to be fair,
Yeah.
we're sort of going in
Fair
blind
enough.
because we don't know the pace of
Mm.
everyone together.
Yeah.
All right,
Any
thank
other
you for your
questions,
interview.
Lou? No.
Have you signed
I've got a question.
Nah.
I've
Oh,
got a
yeah, sure,
question.
sure.
I've got a question.
Right.
Sorry,
for
trying to end your
stewards.
interview already. Yes.
Are we doing a top 4 v top 4 in race of champions? Or like
I'm
a
afraid
top
not.
5?
After the I'm afraid after the incident with Pascal Wehrlein, they've had to stop it.
Ah, okay.
It'll
No,
probably
but
be top 6, Craig.
Top 6 v top
Yeah, it'll
6,
be-
okay.
Top 6, be top 6 at the
Yeah.
end of the season.
it'll be.
It'll be a track determined by.
God, that's going to be a big
I think it'll
problem
be a
for
vote.
The
me and
admin.
It should be a
LDM
vote.
get through. Me and
We'll-
LDM get through.
We'll do a
Very
vote
good.
from all the drivers in the
Yeah.
league that are involved. That would like
Yeah.
to see what
So
race.
I'm
that-
totally up for that.
That Enver's Med would like an interview,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and he would like an interview.
Invite Meadow in first. See.
Okay.
I was going to
Yeah.
tip the box to stay in the party.
Yeah, that's no worries. Envious medal. I actually can't find him. Okay. Yeah. Can you invite him, please?
Thanks, Craig.
Appreciate that.
I can't remember.
Bull
Off the top of
first
my head.
driver.
I'll have a look in a sec. Hello.
Hello. Can you take your box,
Start.
please? So, how do you feel about your team? Okay, wicked. It's the McLaren Honda, but yeah, sure.
So what are
Powered
your
by Honda. It's fine.
what are your thoughts going into the season, the current races, and maybe even the championship push? Mm. Mhm. Good.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good ambition. Not aiming too confident, but obviously aiming to get a decent finish. Anywhere you're expecting to get in the championship or the
Dude, you didn't
constructors?
tick. I've just been told you haven't ticked your box because Hugh can't hear you. Did you tick your box on the party? Go on.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah. All right. Wicked. We're gonna have to redo the entire thing.
It's alright, sorry, yeah, sorry, my fault.
That's fun.
Takes
fun.
it. No worries. No
Alright.
worries.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about being part of McLaren Honda?
I'm very happy about my choice. I wanted to be them in the first place. So, yeah, I'm very stoked on that.
So, what are your hopes for the season ahead and the first race, of course?
Alright, well, first race, I'm not gonna go with high expectations. I'm just trying to get in the top 5 and get some points on the table. And, yeah.
That's a good mindset.
Anywhere
Do
you're
you have
aiming
any
for this
questions, Joe?
Finland Championship?
Okay. Awesome.
Yes. What damage is going to be on? Are we going to do simulation damage for the race?
It'll be full
It will be
damage.
full.
All right, that's good. And
Be explained tomorrow
when I
what
race
all the
online, there's a
sessions
load
are.
of dive bombs.
There's
Yeah,
no dive bombs in
they're
this league.
banned. They're banned.
All right, good. Okay.
And if you've got any incidents, record the clips and send them to our stewards after the race, alright? And we'll review
Okay.
them.
Yep. Okay.
Right, that's it for you.
Okay. Thank you.
That's no
No
problem.
worries.
I look forward to
See you
Good luck
Germany
for your
for the
first-
practice.
Yep. Good luck, mate.
6:45.
Right, guys. Right. See you now in a bit.
Yep.
Yep.
See ya.
Untake your box and leave the party, please. Alright, who's next? Hugh. Yeah, it was Hugh, wasn't it?
I've sent him in, but there he is.
Oh, okay, cool.
You tick your box.
Pink diamond.
I have no
I
Oh
know
my
it's
God.
not true. Tick your box here.
Yeah, I'll take my box.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, going into the how you feeling about what car you're in your teammate?
That's
Absolutely
professional.
banging
eating.
about the car. I get to slip a banana in the race. Get to pull out
You get extra points.
and whip it all over every other driver and win the races. I'm saying, teammate, I don't have a clue who he is and how he drives, which is a good
Mhm.
thing. I just hope he's not awful. I don't care about the constructors.
Okay.
So are you
So you
expecting
totally
anything in the
focus on the
championship
yeah.
and drivers?
Championship.
So you're expecting
Okay, wicked.
to win the whole thing?
I'm gonna win the whole thing.
You are right. Okay.
Yep, and Joe, you haven't got pink
Ha-
diamond
ha-
coming love. Right.
How's Germany as a track for you?
Germany is sound. Like, as long as I'm not battering anyone
Wicked.
off, I'll be sound.
Well, as long as you get a decent position in qualifying, I suppose.
Nah, I don't do qualifying. I'm crap at qualifying.
Let's hope you don't get into any incidents at the first
Yep.
first corner.
Like Joe said earlier, I can stave my tyres.
Mhm.
Wicked. So that's definitely going to play into your hands when it comes to tracks like Spa, which is really heavy on the tyre wear.
Definitely.
Awesome. Is there any questions you have for us?
Craig.
Yeah, tick your box for this.
Will you beat me?
Will I beat you or will I have to see in the race? We'll see in the race.
Oh, cool and confident.
The constructors is ours.
You wanna go, mate?
You said you didn't. You said you didn't care about the constructors.
But
Oh,
mate,
they're on the
we've changed our
constructors,
plan. We've
On the
changed our plan.
construction.
I'll tell you.
Right, let's go.
Stupid Aston Villa fan.
If
Absolutely
anybody
fine.
else wants an interview,